So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vasu, and I will be the host for today's webinar. So, I would like to welcome you on behalf of TechMonarch. So, today's webinar is focused on how companies can secure their critical data in this data-driven world, where occurrence of attacks such as ransomware, phishing, malware attacks are very common nowadays. Okay, so those are not the only problems which are threatening the companies and security world. There are more issues which companies are facing nowadays, which are like human error, virus or malware attack, system or server crashes, or unforeseen accident or natural calamities, which can also lead to your data loss. In this session and webinar, we will be covering the solution which can secure your data and protect your environment. So before moving the main part of the webinar, allow me to introduce TechMonarch, the organizer of today's event. So TechMonarch is the leading provider of IT managed services since 2016, which include managing IT infrastructure, cyber security, IT manage and cyber audits, IT consulting, cyber security training, network setup, networking support, cloud management, DevOps, active and passive networking. So overall, it's a one-stop solution for all your IT needs. Okay. So therefore, we always say, and this is also our tagline, that we will concentrate on your IT so you can focus on your business. So let me introduce to our CEO, Mr. Suresh Kalal, who is having the 17 years of rich experience in IT consulting and IT infrastructure designing. So Mr. Kalal is an experienced profession in IT domain, and I would like to share a few words with us. Please, sir.
Uh, Thank you, Vasu, for the introduction. Thank you all for joining us today. Your presence truly motivates us, spreading more and more awareness on cybersecurity nowadays. I would like to highlight a few facts related to cybersecurity and data protection. We have seen many cases of data loss we read on the newspaper due to various reasons. There are data loss and data loss cost to businesses lot of money, stress. In many worst cases, businesses shut down as well. We believe prevention is better than cure, and that is what we'll discuss it today. I would like to share some statistics on cyber attacks and data theft. In the first 6 months of 2023, ransomware attack increased by 150% compared to last year, 2022. That means a lot. And the average ransom payment demanded more than doubled. From previously, it was $570,000 to $1.2 million now. According to recent report of the cybersecurity ventures, the global cost of cybercrime is expected to reach by $10 trillion by 2025. You don't think that is a lot? I'm sure you are with me, and that we should stop funding cyber criminals by paying ransom, and that is the only possible when we are protected enough. If you are following cyber incidents, then you might notice that there are more incidents now on the long holidays. And as holiday season about to start and 2023 comes to a close, the need to protect data has become more urgent. Nowadays, everyone is talking about using AI, and people have started contributing to the AI side. Similarly, AI is helping cyber criminal as well on better to better decision and fast decision on the different type of threats. I'm sure you are aware about SaaS, software as a service. Similarly, there is a ransomware as a service, RaaS, where cyber criminals are increasing their business in this digital world. With the rise of cyber crime after AI, ransomware as a service, and ongoing data security risks, company must be more vigilant and take proactive security steps. I don't want it to take too much time here, and I extend my gratitude to Acronis team. Thank you, Acronis team, for your valuable time and contributing to this webinar. And thanks to Techmonarch team for organizing this wonderful event. I hope this session will provide everyone with insight into available resources and tool which will demonstrate which can enough enhance your data backup and security strategy, help you to stay ahead in the game and prevent potential risks. Thank you once again for your time. I wish you all a great day ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable insight. So, as Mr. Kalal mentioned, the urgency of data protect is more critical nowadays. In 2023, there has been observed a high surge in cyber attacks. So, one of the most alarming trend is the rise in ransomware attack, which encrypt your data and demand amount. It's a huge amount for a ransom payment. Okay, so as a considering those cyber attacks and the criminals who are using the AI as their tool, and they are developing a new skills and new viruses nowadays which can attack your environment, and it will be a huge amount which they will demand for the ransom. So there are few well-known victims who has faced this cyber attack. So one of them is a Jawaharlal Nehru Port Container Terminal who faced a virus attack in February 2023. So they have been demanded for 5 million of ransom, but luckily they had the backup and they have restored their backup using the data backup. Okay, so those are the victims. Even if we can talk about other victims, this is Air India who has lost the data of 4 million customers, and which included the customer detail, address, their credit card details and payment methods and their ID password. So those are the things which are happening. Apart of that, one of the well-known hospital of the India and which is providing training to the majorly doctor of India, AIMS Hospital, they have also faced a cyber attack in November 2023, which was the Diwali period and festival season, as mentioned. Okay, so in that attack, AIMS data was completely encrypted, and they were forced to pay the amount of around $10 million. So there are more example, and some of them are not even highlighted. Some of them are like Indian Railway, Paytm, then crypto exchange, government website. Even in if I talk about Ahmedabad, then Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation has also faced the attack, and even the Delhi police has also faced the attack. Okay. So these things are going on and on. And as per the Computer Emergency Response Team, which is also known as 13, they have observed around 13,388 cyber attacks in 2023. And this year is not ended yet. Okay, so those kind of attacks are happening day by day. And the main part is customers are not having their data backup properly. And due to that, companies are facing issues and they are losing their revenue. So here we are to offer the 360-degree solution where you can secure your data and protect your environment from those kind of attackers. Okay, so here with us we are having Mr. Satyendra Das and Mr. Sanjeev Mondal from the Acronis team who will be presenting the how we can secure your data. So I would like to welcome Mr. Sanjeev Mondal to give a detailed overview over the Acronis. Okay, Mr. Sanjeev Mondal.
Hey, thank you, Vasu. Satyendra, are you going to present something?
Sanjeev, I think time might be a crunch. That's what you have discussed. So you can take it over. I might come at later point if something related commercial comes up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So let me introduce myself. And before that, thank you once again. Thanks for everybody joining our session today, and thanks Take Monarch to organize this webinar. So let me introduce myself. My name is Sanjeev Mandal. I'm a senior solution engineer in Acronis. So I'm looking in India and South Asian market. So today, basically, I'm going to discuss on Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud, which can help you to protect your data with backup and definitely the ransomware attacks, basically. So how it will protect your data, how it will help you to protect your systems from ransomware attacks. So that we will discuss. So I'll run through a couple of slides and then I'll jump into the live demonstration of the product. So before that, let's understand this thing. So this is some statistics, basically, like the endpoint and edge devices are under attack. Why we are saying that? Because edge device or endpoints are kind of gateway for any kind of bad guys or hackers, or maybe like any kind of like tampering guys who are basically injecting ransomware or maybe any kind of threats into your system or maybe into your corporate environment. So we have seen a lot of things like data breaches, virus, spyware, phishing, exploits, bootnet, cryptojacking, so social engineering, ransomware, different vulnerabilities. So those are the cause basically, and some statistics are saying like 68% people are saying like frequency of endpoint attack has been increased in 2020, and the latest report also there. So I have not yet added this. This is my bad, basically. So, but if you see the threat increase, so that is, I think, tremendous. Basically, 68% is huge number. And also the average time for the patch management, basically. So most of people we avoid to do the patching or patch management for endpoint. That is something very, very serious. We always take care of our servers. So we feel like servers should be protected always, but we don't think about the endpoint. But yes, endpoint also very important nowadays. So most of organizations, they are looking for endpoint protections. And that's the reason like lot of like EDR, XDR solution came into the picture, and people are using a lot of like other securities like DLP solutions or maybe UAV solution, user activity monitoring solution. So a lot of things are there for endpoints nowadays. Antiviruses, like the traditional antivirus, they also miss some attacks typically. So it's near about 57 to 60% attacks against by traditional antivirus. Then data growth, if we see like data growing percentage is near about 33%, like year on year basis, we are seeing the statistics is saying. Like 60% of the enterprise have been hit by ransomware. So that is very true, basically. And already a couple of examples given by Vasu and our Take Owner CEO, so Mr. Kalal. So for those things, those incidents, how we can avoid or maybe how we can protect our systems for those incidents. So two things basically. First thing is the data protection, and second thing is the system protection. So how you will protect your data, how you will protect your system basically. And then that's the reason we use different solutions. So before that, before getting into that, so let's understand like what is ransomware basically. Ransomware is a type of malicious software used by criminals that is like designed to export or extort money from the victims. So this is very simple process basically. And then how it does, by encrypting data or maybe by blocking access to the system. So two things, either your system access would be there, all data would be in encrypted form. Otherwise, you will not get access of your system. Okay. So this is how it looks like basically. So the ransomware attack. So if you get any ransomware attack, so this would be the scenario basically. So you will get this kind of window. These all are examples basically. Maybe now different like windows are coming for different ransomware hit. So the purpose basically why ransomware is dangerous, make people pay for the data they otherwise use the data. So that is something like that means Very simple thing, you need to pay for your data. Second, blackmail into relieving sensitive data. So maybe you are into research, or maybe you have some BFSI information kind of thing, or maybe you have some very, very secret information for your country. So if you lose that data, and if that gets leaked to the world network, then maybe that would be major problem for your organization. So that is kind of blackmailing they do. Cutoff ways to restore data, they will not allow you to restore data. Basically, they will not release any key if you don't pay them. So in short, for everything, money is the only one thing. So you need to pay them, then only they will do something. But do you think ever, like, if you pay them, is there any guarantee they will revert back all the data, or they will not release, or they will not leak any data to board network? There is no guarantee. So that's the reason basically. So as Mr. Kalal said, so always precaution is required. We need to protect ourselves first. So so in that case, this is today's world basically. So we are protected. We are saying we are protected, but the protection is very complex. Why? Because we are using different solutions. So maybe one solution we are using to protect our system, maybe from virus, from malware, or maybe from ransomware, like any antivirus or EDR solution we are using. Then another solution we are using for backup, maybe another solution we are using for maybe patch management, vulnerability assessment also. So that's the reason our environment become complex, and that also expensive because different vendors are involved for the solution, and then we are paying to different vendors. So definitely that would be expensive. And after that also, that is not efficient. Why? Because lot of gaps we find, because all different solutions, they don't talk to each other. So definitely you will find some gaps basically. And that's the reason Acronis introduced Acronis Cyber Protect, which is a basically integrated platform for data protection and cyber security. So it has all the features of data protections like backup, recovery, disaster recovery, so all those things are there. And along with that, it has cyber security features from basic to advanced, basically, general antivirus, anti-malware solution to EDR, NDR, so all those things are available. And also lot of security parameters are there, like we have email security, we have vulnerability assessment, patch management, we have data loss prevention, so everything available in a single platform. So it's up to you basically what you want, or maybe based on the consultation we can offer the services. So this is a SaaS model, already Mr. Kalal said, the SaaS, how SaaS become important for every organization now, because after COVID, basically, we felt like something we need to be on cloud. So the availability perspective, like if you are not in office, if your office network is down, everything is down, but still you are protected and you can access your workload. So that's the reason cloud evolve started basically. Earlier also it was there, but there was no such I would say adoption. The adoption ratio was very less earlier, but during COVID and after COVID, the adoption rate is very, very high. So SaaS is something, software as a service. It is hosted on private cloud for Acronis basically, because Acronis has own data centers across globe. So we have a complete solution available on cloud. So you can see here the management console, storage, everything is available. So the management console, backup and restoration process, even we have cloud storage option. But this is not only the cloud storage, we are very flexible in terms of data storage. So we have option to store data in the local storage. We have option to store on Acronis cloud, or maybe if you want to go third-party cloud like Azure cloud, that is also possible, or maybe other cloud platform, that is also possible. So you no need to set up anything. So this is the first cost saving area basically. So you no need to invest on the hardware. you no need to invest on the other resources where you host any on-prem solution. So that cost would be zero basically. So you no need to invest on anything. So it is simply a SaaS model. So you need to access the URL, or maybe you need to access your console and you can start using from like day one onwards, or maybe with immediate effect. So like customer environment could be like this. So maybe you have server, physical server, you have virtual server, you have email, maybe you have endpoint. So anything could be protected. So all kind of workloads we support. So that we will see what kind of workloads we support. And here, if you see, like focus on serving your customers. So this is something already I said, like we can serve multiple customers in one shot, basically. So we have mass deployment functionality also there. So if you have multiple branches, then we have multi-tenancy functionality. So you can go for multi-tenancy also. So next, if you see here, here we have the cloud storage option. So you can see this is something Acronis Cloud. Also, we support Azure, Google Platform, AWS, IBM Cloud. So Wasabi, all kind of cloud storage is supported. But nowadays, like organizations are looking for data residency laws, because every country has their own data residency law. That means your data should be in your country. It should not go out of country. So for that reason, the data localization or data residency law we follow basically. So for India, yes, we have a data center in India. So we have data center in Mumbai. And if you have your own storage, let's take an example. If you have your own Azure account, so you can easily integrate that and you can take backup to Azure cloud. Or maybe you can go for the local storage backup, like if you have NAS, if you have local disk, so you can use that as storage. So these all are the workloads we support, Windows platform we support all, like whether it's a Windows server operating system, Windows client operating system, doesn't matter. So all are supported. Also we support Azure VM and the applications like Exchange, SQL, SharePoint, Active Directory, Hyper-V, like all are supported. So here for server, Windows Server, we support Windows Server 2003 Service Pack 1 onwards till date, and PC operating system or client operating system, it is Windows XP Service Pack 2 onwards till date. So this is something very, very interesting and very important, because a lot of customers are there into the manufacturing segment. Still, they have Windows Server 2003 and Windows XP operating system. So we still serving them, and we have full support for both the operating system, and also like till date, like all operating systems are supported for Windows and Linux basically. So we support Linux all flavor. So any Linux flavor, whether it's Red Hat, Ubuntu, Fedora, SUSE, CentOS, doesn't matter, or Kali, all are supported. And also the virtual platform like Hyper-V and VMware. Then we support other virtual platform also, like whether Red Hat virtualization, KVM, Citrix, or maybe Nutanix, Virtus, also all kind of virtual platform support. Database wise, like if you see, we support like SQL, Microsoft SQL, MySQL, MariaDB, SAP HANA. So all these are supported. So most importantly nowadays, this is something very, very important, M365 and Google Workspace. So if anyone is using like M365 and Google Workspace, you should know like Microsoft and Google, both, they are not offering any backup for email. So you as customer, you need to take care of your data, of your email, or maybe your OneDrive or Google Drive data, or maybe SharePoint data. So for that, definitely you need backup. And also you can go for the security like M365 or Google security. So all the things you will get in Acronis. So this is something like Acronis dashboard. So it's very flexible dashboard, so you can customize anytime. So whenever you want, you can customize this dashboard. So you can add any widgets here, and then you can start adding widgets. You can delete, or maybe you can rearrange this widget. This is something full image backup and file level backup, both are supported. And also we have application level backup. So I'll demonstrate in the live session. So here you can see we have the file level backup as well as full image backup. So you can take entire machine backup, or also you can take complete image level backup. So this is part of data protection as backup basically. So if you are taking backup of your entire machine, that means your entire machine is safe. So after that, if you get any hit of ransomware, then you don't need to worry. So you have the backup, so you can easily restore. But Acronis doesn't allow basically. Acronis doesn't allow to get into like uh, doesn't allow any ransomware to get into the system because it has live protection. That's why we say it's active protection. So active protection is something. This is like live protection of ransomware attack. So how it does basically the live protection. So this is something like whenever there would be any ransomware attack, so our agent will stop the process first, and then it will start monitoring all the activities in the system. And if there is any random activity like happening in the system, or maybe that is like doing any encryption of data, so it will start reverting back all the encrypted data. So now maybe you will have questions like if you have any encryption software in place, then how it will work. So definitely you need to add those trusted encryption process in the a whitelist basically, so that our agent will bypass those process. It will not prevent, or it will not stop those processes to do the encryption. But yes, if there is any unknown process or any suspicious activities doing any encryption of your data, so that would be protected by Acronis agent, and it will stop the process and it will start reverting back the data to original. So this is something like cache restoration functionality. So I believe most of you like know about the McAfee. McAfee has this technology basically. They have live restoration functionality. Couple of more antivirus company, they have this live restoration functionality. So similar way Acronis also does, because this is something integrated with backup basically. So they do as traditional antivirus or maybe security company, but Acronis is something like integrated that ransomware protection into the backup basically. So that's why you will get complete protection of ransomware along with the backup. So that's why we say we provide dual protection basically. We protect your data, we protect your system both. So this is something universal restore. Another important point, like why universal restore is required, because if you have backup of your data, like if you have image level backup, so if you change your hardware, if there is any hardware changes or if there is any hardware crash, so in that case also you can restore entire data to any dissimilar hardware. That is one of the USP of Acronis. So restore to any hardware, like universal restore functionality will help you to restore any data to any hardware. Then we have immutable backup storage, and this is one of the very important, especially for cloud backup. So in case your data is compromised, something like maybe some intentional deletion is there, or maybe accidental deletion is there from the primary storage, or maybe some hackers or like bad guys, they got access of your account and they started deleting your data from the backup copy itself. So still your data would be recoverable, because in backend we have immutable storage. So this is something like second layer of protection of your primary storage. So if any data gets deleted from the primary storage, which is already backed up data, so that data still would be recoverable. So if there is any compromise with the primary storage. So with the immutable storage, you will get back your data. So now I'll jump into the demo. So if you have any question, please feel free. So I will answer the questions. So any question, anyone?
Sanjeev, we have also kept one Q&A session at the ending. So
Okay.
yeah. So if there is any live demo, so you can start with live demo.
Yeah, so we have live demo. So that's why I said, so if before getting to the demo, if there is any questions, so I can
Yeah.
Answer. Okay, so this is a SaaS platform. So simply you need to log into your panel first. So this is two-factor authentication for this panel. So your login two-factor authentication. This works with a Google Authenticator or maybe Microsoft Authenticator. So anything you can use. Okay, so this is the panel basically, which I shown the dashboard. So here you can see like this is our dashboard. This is completely customizable. So you can customize all the widgets. So here you can see the multiple widgets options is there. Like I know we have multiple things. I'm not going to discuss everything here because already I said, so we have data loss preventions, we have email security, we have like patch management, vulnerability assessment. So we have like antivirus, anti-malware solution, everything we have. So you can just customize your dashboard as per your requirement. So first, what you need to do, you need to add your devices, and this is very simple. Like console, it's very easy to manage and very simple to present basically. So here you can see we have add options. So here you can see like the workstation, Windows and Mac. Then we have server, Windows and Linux. Then we have like virtual environment support, VMware, ESXi, Hyper-V, then KVMR, HAV, Citrix. So all virtual platform you can see, and then we have a NAS support. Like this is specific like to Synology, but yes, we support other NAS also. But for Synology, we have specific agent. Means if any of you are looking for NAS backup to cloud, so that is possible. So then application backup like Microsoft SQL, Exchange, Active Directory, Oracle, or M365, Google Workspace, and also MySQL, MariaDB. So all are supported. And also we have like multiple device add option. So if you want to deploy agent on multiple machine, so what you can do, you can maybe integrate with your Active Directory, and then you can search all the machine from the Active Directory. So we have option like you can find your system by organizational unit or maybe by LDAP. So you will get all the systems, and then you can select and you can go for the remote agent deployment. So, but first one agent has to be installed manually, or maybe you need to install agent on your Active Directory. So it depends. So once you added your machine, so then you have to go to the policy creation. So we have a central policy creation option. So this is something like management option. So create plan option is there. So here you can see. So this is something like backup option, like entire machine backup, disk and volume level backup, file and folder level backup. So anything you can go, and then like a database level backup option also there. So anything you can choose as per the requirement, and then backup, where to backup. So by default, it is cloud storage. So here you can see the cloud storage option, then local storage. And then also you can go for the public cloud. So if you want, like here you can see like we have Microsoft Azure option is available. So you can add your Azure subscription, and you can select your Azure bucket basically for the backup. So anything you can choose as storage. Then schedule backup. So we have flexible schedule option. So here you can see like what kind of backup you want. You can select like whether always incremental, always full, weekly, full, daily incremental, or maybe monthly full differential. So it is your choice. You can choose anything, and then the backup schemes, uh, whether you want backup schedule, whether you want monthly backup, weekly backup, daily backup, hourly backup option also there. So if you want to set hourly backup, every 30 minutes, every 60 minutes, or maybe every 15 minutes, it's up to you. So we have minutes option, hour option, both option available, and then you can set the time, basically what time you want. So another option is available. So we have real-time backup option also, that is called CDP, continuous data protection. So we have advanced module. So for advanced backup, basically, you need to go for separate licensing. So advanced module is there. So there you will get the real-time backup, or maybe if you are looking for SAP HANA backup or Oracle database backup, so you have to go for the advanced backup module. Otherwise, with standard, so all these things are available. Standard. So there are some differences between standard offerings and advanced backup offerings. So that maybe we can discuss later in details. So or maybe we can go through our data sheets and maybe feature lists, so you will get all the details there. This is the schedule, and then retention is there. How long you want to keep the data? This is one of the important point. Like you can set data retention by backup age. So you can set monthly, weekly, daily, hourly basis, or else you can go for the long-term retentions like yearly basis also. You can set. Then encryption is there, AES 256-bit encryption, like 192, 128, and 256-bit encryption is there. And then application level backup, if you want to enable, you have to just enable the application level backup like Microsoft MySQL, MariaDB, Exchange Server, and Microsoft Active Directory Oracle. So you need to just enable that. Then some granular options is there under backup options. So here you can see like we have backup validation, we have like completion levels. So by default it is normal. You can go for high and maximum. Then we have file filter option. So if you want to include and exclude any file folder or any data from the backup copy, so you can just add and remove from the backup copy, inclusion and exclusion option available. Then we have task failure handling, task start conditions. So a couple of things are available. These all are the granular settings. So you need to like set as per the requirement. So this is something like the backup process or backup policy. And along with that, we have the basic like protection. So where ransomware protection is included. But yes, if you need a complete antivirus, then you have to go for the advanced security module. So we have advanced security module also. So you will get all the things, basically the antivirus, anti-malware protection, URL filtering, points in backup, then like safe recovery, whitelisting, endpoint firewall management. So all those things are part of advanced security. But ransomware protection is inbuilt with the backup process or backup solution. So here we have the ransomware protection process. This is the active protection, already I said. So here the revert using cache functionality is the by default features. So it will send alert, it will stop the process, and also it will revert the files which are already changed by ransomware or maybe changed by any process. So this is something available, but yes, along with that we have crypto mining process. So this is the crypto mining process. We have self protection. Like if you want to protect the agent, that is also possible. So we have self protection option. So you can protect agent by password also, so that nobody can uninstall the agent. So this is something very interesting. So this is like randomly generated password. So you don't need to keep in mind. So whenever you want to generate, so you can create like generate new passwords. So it will generate a new password, and you can use that for further process. So these all are the basic securities and the backup process available. So now let me go back to the backup process and recovery process, how you can initiate the backup and how you can recover the data. So here you can see like machines are available. So if you go to the protect, so here you can see the policies basically which are applied to this machine. So these all are the policies which are applied to this policy to this machine. So here for backup, if you see, like we have this policy applied, backup to cloud policy we added. So now if I go to the recovery option, so here this is the recovery option. So if you see here, you will get the recovery option. So if you click on recovery, so you will get the recovery point. So all recovery points are available as per the policy. So this is something here you can see the date and time, and you will get the recovery option. So if you click here, you will get options to recover. So here you are getting two options like entire machine recovery and file and folder recovery. So entire machine recovery you are getting because of like entire machine backup, because we have taken entire machine backup. That's why you are getting entire machine recovery as well as file and folder level. But if you are taking file and folder level backup, then only you will get the file and folder recovery. You will not get entire machine recovery. So it's up to you basically how you are creating policy. Based on that, you will get the recovery option. So if you want to recover entire machine, so you can click on entire machine and you can start recovery of the machine. So you can recover to physical machine, you can recover to virtual machine also. And then we support direct restoration to 5 virtual platforms, including VMware, Hyper-V, then RHEV, which is basically Ovid platform. Then we support Virtuoso, we support scale computing. So all are supported. So here you can select the virtual machines, and here you can select the platform. So this is something very unique. This is another USP of Acronis. So nobody supports restoration this way. So the direct restoration is not possible. So this is something for physical server or virtual server. And if you have end user machine, if you are taking image level backup, then maybe you can go for the physical machine restoration, or else you can use our bootable media to restore entire machine. We have one bootable media also that is available like here. I'll show. So we have download option there. You can download the bootable media. But before that, let me show you the file and folder recovery also. So here you can see the file and folder recovery. So if you click on that, so you will get the options to recover file and folder. So here you go. So you can recover this. You can select the folder, the file. You can recover to any machine. You can recover to same machine. You can recover to alternate machine, and you can recover to same machine, alternate location, or alternate machine, alternate location. Anywhere you can recover. So here you can select other machines also. If you have to recover to any other machine, you can select that, or else you can recover to others location. So you can browse, even you can recover to network folder also. So this is something very flexible. So anywhere you can recover. So this is like backup and recovery, and now I'm going to the Microsoft 365 or maybe Google Workspace backup. So here you can see we have M365 backup option also. So you can back up to your email, OneDrive, SharePoint, and Teams. All components can be backed up. So here you can see like any user you can select and you can go for backup. So already policy is created, like a policy for M365 mailboxes and OneDrive both, and then recovery is there. So you can recover a OneDrive and email anything. But you can just filter it from here. So you can select only M365 mailbox. So and you can recover. So you can recover entire mailbox. You can recover single messages. Also, you can download as PST. So all three options are there. So if you want to recover a single message, then you can just click on that and you will get the complete structure of your mailbox. You can select the inbox and you can select the particular email which you want to restore. So like this way, you can select the data and you can go for the recovery. So you can recover to anywhere, same user or maybe different user mailbox or maybe group user mailbox. So this is something very, very important nowadays, because the email protection is very, very important, because most of the threats, like I would say 94% plus threats are coming through email only. And that's the reason. So it is your duty, your responsibility to protect your email, like not only for like email backup. So you should think about the email security also. So both is required. So quickly, I'll show you the reports also. So these are all the report sections. So here you can generate the reports. So as per the requirement. So fine, I think no problem. So I'm almost done. So maybe like you can take over, or maybe if there is any questions, so I can answer.
Okay. Yes, Sanjeev. Thank you for your time, and thank you for the good description of Acronis. As we have seen that Acronis is not just providing data security and ransomware protection, but apart of that, it includes more thing like vulnerability assessment, and it will be showing you that what kind of threats there are in your network. So here is the one summary of the entire Acronis that how Acronis data backup works. Okay, so if I talk about Acronis, so there are the cyber protection features which we have added here, like data backup and recovery, drive health control. You can also take the remote desktop of your servers and laptops. Okay, even safe recovery, vulnerability assessment. Nowadays, companies are performing VAPT and paying a high amount to the companies to perform the VAPT. Okay, so this kind of features are also included in the Acronis, where you can see the vulnerability in real time of your devices. Okay, so uh, here are the few case studies which we would like to share with you guys. So one of the customer of Acronis is Tata Steel, a well-known company, and the key challenges they were facing that they have to perform a manual process for data backup, and due to that they would depend on the employees for the data backup, which is really critical as today time. So things are going on automation, and they were depending on the person. So that were really challenging for them. So they have chose the product Acronis Cyber Protect, and due to that, their completely backup and protection is now automated. So that help them to improve the performance from 50%, and they are securing more than 500 workload in the premises. Okay. So here is one another case study of Toyota France. Okay. So Toyota France was facing a challenge with different tools. There are multiple tools they were using for data backup, they were using for cyber security and protecting the environment. Okay, so those different tools were the main challenges which they were facing. Okay. So what they did, they used the Acronis Cyber Protect to protect the environment, and now they are very happy with the services. And here are their testimonials as well, which you can read. Okay, so as you have joined our webinar and give your valuable time with us, so here are the today's offering. Okay, and this will be valid till 31st October. So what would be the included in this? So we are having three different packages. One is silver, another one is gold, and third one is platinum. So silver one is for the companies who want to protect their workloads like desktop, laptop, and they want the cloud storage. So we have created one bundle which can include all the Acronis feature, which are ransomware protection, threat assessment, asset management, cyber security, vulnerability assessment, exploit prevention, global threat monitoring, smart alerts. So this all will be included. Plus, they will be getting 200 GB of cloud storage as well as workstation cover, two workstation. Okay. If I talk about gold, then they will be getting all the Acronis feature as well as 1000 GB of cloud storage, which would be equivalent to 1 TB, plus 4 workstation, 2 virtual server, and 1 physical server. Apart of that, they will be getting 2 additional features, which are flexible monitoring and remote desktop and assistance. Okay. Third one is platinum, and that will be giving you 2200 cloud storage plus 8 workstation covered, 4 virtual server, 2 physical server, and flexible monitoring and remote desktop assistance. So this offer is valid till 31st October. So grab this offer. This is really very cheap if you are comparing with any of the other backup services. Okay. So if you want any customized package, like if I talk about you are having more than 2 workstation and your storage is around 500 GB, then we can also provide you the customized package for you. Okay. So you can also drop us an email on the info@techmonarch.com, or you can put an inquiry on sales@techmonarch.com. Okay. So if you are having any question and answer, please feel free to ask us. I guess we are already having one question from Parth Patel. Okay, so Sanjeev ji, can you please answer the question?
Okay. Okay, so basically, like if you are taking backup with Acronis and if you get ransomware hit, so in that case, your question is if Acronis fails to restore data, uh, in that case, is there any SLA? So we have end user SLA, and restoring data is something, if your backup is successful, then definitely that would be restorable. And not only restoration, we have option for disaster recovery also completely. Like we can run your machine on Acronis platform itself. So we have platform where we offer like compute point, we offer networking as well as the storage. So different ways are there to validate your backup. So, but this is something very I would say rare case. So I'm not saying like 100% data would be restorable. Yes, so 100% we are saying 99.99% would be restorable, but still there would be some cases like where we cannot guarantee. But yes, so the best practice wise, you should validate your backup every time whenever you're taking backup. So backup validation is required. Otherwise, you can just do the periodic testing of the restoration. So where means where your backup is like getting restored properly, and you can do the test. So that is very important. But in terms of SLA, yes, we have that SLA.
Okay, guys, feel free to ask the question. If you are having any questions or anything, we would be happy to hear. And as this is the completely 360-degree solution, so it will cover everything. But if you are having any other questions, also let me tell you that your data would be within the India. Your data won't be shared on any other country server. So this will be also additional benefit, and you can follow all the government guidelines for data protection. You can also type your question into the chat box so we can answer your questions. Okay, so we don't see any more questions here. So we will request all of you to kindly fill this feedback form. And yeah, we have got one more question from Mr. Chintan. Yeah, so Mr. Chintan is having a question. SAP HANA backup also include. So do we get BIOS level bare metal backup?
Yes, we have bare metal backup for SAP HANA.
Okay, got one more question. EPP solution also included? So is it signature based or behavior based update?
Both. We have both options, signature as well as the behavior.
Okay. Okay, Chintanji. I hope your question is answered. Feel free to raise any question if you are having. And yeah, if you are not having any question, kindly fill the feedback form with us so we can share you the more update on the upcoming webinars. And if there is anything you want us to improve in upcoming webinars, so you can feel free to share with us. Here are the contact details of the Tech Monarch. So you can also scan and drop your email to the info@techmonarch email ID. Feel free to reach us anytime if you are facing any kind of cyber activity or any kind of cyber attack. We will be happy to help you. Yeah, we have
Yes,
got one more
Newton,
question from Rahul
Nutanix
Vasai.
is supported. Nutanix is supported.
Nutanix is also supported. Okay, guys, you can feel free to ask questions anytime. Even after this webinar, you can drop us an email if you're having any query or concern. So we would like to conclude this webinar, and I would like to thanks to Mr. Sanjeev Mondal and Mr. Satyanjoy Das, and yes, also Tech Monarch team. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we are good to go for conclusion, and yeah, I would like to thank all of you to attending this webinar.